Welcome to the Wise Guides. I'm Evie. I'm your host, and I'm also a first-gen professional with over a decade of experience in corporate HR. I'm here to provide you with practical guides on how to increase your wealth and your happiness at work. Whether you're feeling like an imposter in that new job, juggling a million responsibilities, or just trying to get your foot in the door, this is your space to find real, no BS advice, hear from people who have already been there, and maybe even laugh a little along the way. So grab your coffee or your glass of wine, settle in, and let's dive into today's topic. You are exactly where you need to be. Today's topic is about something that can feel both exciting and terrifying. I know because I have personally been there. Should you consider relocating for a job opportunity? For first generation specifically, this decision can feel like a massive leap. You're not just thinking about the job itself, but you're also thinking about the idea of leaving behind your family, your friends, or maybe even the only home that you've ever known. It's a big decision. I get it. Like I said, I've been there. Moving to a new city isn't just about packing your bags. It's about venturing out into the unknown. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone and sometimes feeling like you're leaving behind your loved ones. But here's the thing. Sometimes that leap of opportunity leads to growth that you've never imagined. In today's episode, we're going to break it all down. We'll talk about the emotional hurdles that come with relocating for a job opportunity, the practical things that you should actually consider, and how to make the decision if relocating is the right move for you. So whether you're staring at a job offer that's in another state or just wondering if a fresh start is the right thing for you, let's dive in. Let's start by talking about why this topic matters, especially for first-generation professionals. For many of us, the idea of moving away from our family can feel like we're breaking a connection. It's not just about the physical distance, it's about stepping away from the support system that has always been a foundation in our lives. And let's be real, sometimes there's a sense of guilt. We might feel like leaving our family behind, especially if we've been a source of emotional or financial support. There's a little voice in the back of our head saying, am I being selfish for putting my career first? And on top of that, there's fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of being alone, fear of starting over. And these feelings are so valid. But here's why relocating is actually worth considering. It's often where the biggest opportunities for growth actually happen. Did you know that 62% of workers are willing to relocate for the right job opportunity, but only 11% of job seekers actively explore relocation? Studies also show that professionals who are open to relocation are more likely to advance in their careers faster because they're not limited by geography. For first-generation professionals, relocation isn't just a career move. It's often a statement of independence and ambition. It's saying, I'm willing to step out of my comfort zone to create something better for myself and my family. And that is powerful. So let's talk about the challenges because let's face it, this decision isn't easy. There is guilt about leaving behind family. This is one of the biggest hurdles for first-generation professionals. We might feel like we're abandoning our family or we're running away from our responsibilities. Next is the fear of loneliness. Moving to a new place where you don't know anybody can feel isolating, especially if you're coming from a really close-knit family or community. Then there's financial concerns. Relocation often comes with upfront costs, living expenses, deposits, higher living of costs in some cities, and it can really feel like a gamble. Is it even really worth it? Fear of the unknown. What if the job doesn't work out? What if I hate the new city? What if the food sucks? These what ifs can stop you in your tracks. And of course, cultural adaptation. For first-generation professionals, there's often the added fear of adapting to new cultural or professional environments that might feel very different than what we're already used to. If any of these resonate with you, you're not alone. These challenges are real, but they're not insurmountable. So let's talk about how to actually navigate them. How do you decide if relocating for a job is the right move for you? And how do you make the transition go smoother if you actually choose to go? We want to start by weighing the pros and cons. Start by asking yourself, what's the potential upside of this move? Will it open doors for career growth? Will it provide better opportunities for personal development? Be honest with yourself about what excites you and what actually scares you. Personally, I use my friends and family to help me weigh the pros and cons. They were definitely available to help me consider what are some of the big benefits of making a career move. Spoiler alert, I actually moved. Next is considering the long-term benefits. Relocation isn't just about the next year. It's about setting yourself up for the next 5 or maybe even 10 years. Consider if this job could lead to a promotion or new skills that might make you more marketable in the future, then that's a really big pro. You want to research your new city. If you're worried about the unknown, get to know the city ahead of time. What's the cost of living? What's the vibe in the new community? Maybe you can spend the weekend visiting the city if it's possible, so you can check out the neighborhoods, commute times, and local amenities. A great idea here is to actually visit with some friends or family members so that they can encourage you because they know a little bit more about you and they can help you see if you would actually fit into this new city. Next, you want to create a support plan. Leaving family and friends does not mean that you're leaving them forever. Plan for regular check-ins to visit family and stay connected. Maybe you can schedule weekly calls with family or friends so you can maintain those connections. Plan to visit for the holidays so that you always have something to look forward to. You want to build a network before you move if that's possible. If you're feeling lonely in a new city, it could be because you don't have a network there. So before you even move, you can start by building a network through a digital platform like LinkedIn. Use it to connect with colleagues or local professionals that are in your industry. Join local Facebook groups or meetup groups to find people with similar interests. Next, you want to embrace the adventure. Sometimes you just have to take the leap. Moving to a new city can be scary, but it can also be one of the most rewarding experiences of your life. Trust me, I've done it and I've been there, and it has been. One study by Move.org found that 75% of people who relocate for work say they don't regret the decision, even if it was challenging at first. I relocated 8 years ago, and I can't imagine a world where I wouldn't have made this leap. Relocating for a job is a big decision, and it's okay to feel torn. Sometimes having a guide to help you, especially somebody who has been there before, can make it just a little bit easier and can make all the difference. As a first-generation professional, you're not just making the decision for yourself. You're often creating a new narrative for your family, for your community, and maybe for your legacy. And I know that's a lot of pressure, but it's also an incredible opportunity. If you're on the fence about relocating and need help weighing all the pros and cons, just reach out to me because I've definitely been there and I know exactly what you're feeling. So let's tie it all together with a bow. Today we talked about why relocating for a job can be a game changer, especially if you're a first-generation professional. We explored the emotional challenges, the practical steps for making the move easier, and the incredible growth that can come from stepping into the unknown. Here's what I want you to take away. Relocating isn't about leaving your family behind. It's about creating opportunities that can benefit both you and them in the long run. And yes, it's scary, but often the best things in life come from taking risks. If this episode gave you some clarity or some inspiration, share with a friend or a family member who might need it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. It helps more people find the wise guides. Remember, every bold step you take brings you closer to your dreams. Until the next time, stay brave, stay curious, and always stay wise. And just like that, you've received your dose of work wisdom. I hope you're walking away with something that makes you feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more seen, and a whole lot more capable. Remember that the journey is yours. There's no one right way to do it, and it's okay to take it one step at a time. If today's topic hit home for you and you're thinking you can use a little extra support, I'd love to chat one-on-one. Head over to the show notes so you can figure out how to book some time with me. And if you enjoyed hanging out with me, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future episodes. And if you're feeling a little generous, please leave a quick review. It can help more people like us find the show. Plus, I'd love to hear what you think. Let's keep the conversation going. Follow me on Instagram at WorkWiseGuide.